with our wrists and hands and all the way up the elbows. So let's start with this exercise to mobilize our fingers. So you take your left hand like a C shape, and you start with your thumb and go to that bottom joint here and start to rotate on that, so that you rotate your thumb in the bottom joint, down in Grundgelenk. And then when you go up the next joint, you can't rotate, but just bend it a little bit. So that every time when we move our joints, it's very healing for our vata imbalance if you have an enhanced vata. Then go through your index finger and start rotating in the index finger in the very base. Move the next joint and the tip, and just feel these beautiful little hands have so many little joints and bones. Go to the middle finger. You can go in your own timing and just feel how much flexibility, feel the joints. When you are ready, go to the ring finger. And while you move your joints, also feel your joints. With appreciation and gratitude to the joints. Bending, rotating. And then go to the little finger. When you are ready, go to the left side, but please take your time for every joint. Feel the joint of the thumb at the very base. Many little joints in our hands, palms, fingers. Many little bones to make all these beautiful things, movements possible our hands can do. The hands are a lot for mobility. So are the wrists. And when we come to our yoga practice, we come and do weight-bearing things on them. So we also work on stability on the hands, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. I want to warm up these hands before we start, then to take weight on it. Good. And then just bend every finger backwards. So you just bend the fingers back. Yeah, very good. And then stretch your arms forward and just stretch and make fists, extend and make fists, and to lubricate the joints, to lubricate the muscles. And all these movements are also there to lubricate our fascia. Very good. Then release your hands down. There are a lot of nerves going out of the neck down into our hands, and the nerves can't be stretched. The nerves we are flossing, we just move them a little bit, the tissue around the nerves to make them more vital. So bring your right hand up to the side, then turn the fingers up to the ceiling, and you may feel this is the stretch for one of the nerves, and it can feel a little bit like tingling. That's okay for the time of the stretch. Make sure you have your sternum lifted, the shoulders relaxed. And then side bend your head, so left ear to the left shoulder. And then breathe, long deep breath here. Beautiful. And extend your fingers forward and release your arm down. Come to the second side, inhaling up. Point your fingers up. And then bring your right ear to the right shoulder. So as I said, what we talked before, muscles we can, with our brain control, relax. We can't do that with our fascias, and we can't do relax nerves. What we can do with nerves is we can floss them. This is one of the exercises for it. And with the fascias, we can lubricate them for more health. And then extend your fingers forward and release your arm down. And then bring your right arm up again. And now we stretch our fingers downward. And for this one, we rotate the head to the other side. And let the breath flow. Feel like we talked last week. Really lift your sternum, holding the lower rib ring in, shoulders relaxed and down. Let the breath flow. Beautiful. Undo your head. Fingers straight up, relax your arm down. Second side, inhaling up. Exhaling, fingers point down, feel the stretch. Rotate your head away. Lower rib ring in. Sternum lifted, shoulders relaxed and down. Beautiful. Undo your head, straighten your hand, and relax your arm down. Feel the tissues, feel the area we have stretched. Now take your hand in Jhana Mudra and then bring your hands up like glasses. Good, and now I think some of you have done that as children. Now we turn the glasses around so that the fingers look down, and this is the stretch for the next nerve. It's a little bit like E.T. Okay, and then come back to the first version of the glasses and down with your hands. And we just repeat that. Have your Jhana Mudra. First turn the palms down. Bend the elbows, bring your hands up. And let's turn the palms to the face and fingers down so you can, yes, very good. Then feel, where is the stretch happening? Lower rib ring in, sternum lifted, shoulders relaxed and down. Breath is flowing. Beautiful, and then slowly release. We repeat that one more round. Turn your palms down. Bend your elbows, bring your hands up. Feel your lower rib bring in, sternum lifts. And then turn the palms to the face, finger down. Beautiful. You look all very funny. Feel where the stretch is happening. Beautiful, and relax. One long, deep breath. We have now mobilized the joints of the fingers. We have stretched the nerves that go down along the arm to the fingers. Now we mobilize the wrists. You know that movement, flowing lotus. You bring your hands into lotus mudra. Thumb and index fingers lightly touching, ball of the hand together. Now you rotate around the wrist. It's like that lotus comes forwards. And while you come forward, make sure that your wrists stay together. Bring the wrists all the time together. Yeah, Gabby, when you go forward, don't let your wrists go apart. And there where they meet, it's where the area of the carpal tunnel. This is a little tunnel these little bones are creating that the nerve goes through. And you know a lot of carpal tunnel syndromes where this area is congested either with lymphatic flow or with fat or because of the rearranged problems in the wrist bone structure. And then people get really nerve pain. So this is a really good prevention against carpal tunnel. Beautiful. Then have your hands in front of you and move the hands right and left, like you are a DJ and you move the records. That's it, yeah. Make sure you don't move your elbows. Sandra, keep your elbows in and just move your wrists. Yeah, that's it. A real DJ, baby. Yes, that's it. Very good. And now everybody hold your elbows in and feel the wrists also can turn up and down. Also this movement here. And while we do that movement, you can feel to do that movement in the wrist up and down, we use these two bones, the ulnar and the radius. The radius is on the thumb side where the thumb is, because we can, or a bridge is that we can draw a radius with the thumb. And the ulnar is on the outer side. Good. Good. Now shake your hands. Beautiful. Now on these wrists, this side with between index finger and thumb is the more mobile area, and we want to strengthen them. Because here where the ulnar comes is the most weight bearing area too. So come into cat and we strengthen this, we strengthen that area. Come into cat and bring your thumb and index finger down. And now imagine you pick something up, als würdest du etwas hochnehmen. So you squeeze index finger and thumb together. Du ziehst Zeigefinger und Daumen zueinander. Good, and then keep squeezing. Let the breath flow. And feel which muscles are activated and used in your hands, forearms, and up the shoulders. Very good. Release. Tuck the toes. And come forward and point your fingers towards you. We stretch over that wrist area again. So have the weight on your hands and feel by the fingers point towards you that stretch over the wrist. And now if that stretch is really strong, you just stay, and otherwise you move slightly forward and backward. When you move back, you feel like, ooh, hello, hello, this is a good stretch. This is okay. Good, and from forward, backward, we go into rotation. Start small rotations. Feel how you shift the weight more to the pinky finger side, to the thumb side, all the fingers, and feel where that stretch is happening. Change direction of your rotation. Beautiful. Back to center. Now we are peeling our hands off the mat. So what we do is we shift the weight more back towards our heels, and we lift the heels of the hands up to get more stretch in these hands. And then you come back down again. That's it. So you peel your hands away, and then you come back again. Very good. Last one. And then sit back onto your heels with the toes tucked if you can. And shake your hands out. Give them a nice shake. Inhaling, lift your arms over the side and up. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up, stretch up. Have another inhalation here. And exhaling, release. Hands Chana Mudra over the side and down. Right thumb on top of left, inhaling up. Exhaling, palms up, stretch up, shoulders to the ears. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Two more. Now you can go inhaling up. Just let your breath flow. And exhaling, release. Left on top of right. Beautiful. Bring your hands in front of your chest and create fists with your hands. Good. And now bring these hands in front of you so that the back of the hands are on the floor. And come into a cat. And can you feel a stretch in your hands, in the back of the hands? And now you can bend the elbows and you will feel that the stretch is less. When you straighten your arms, you feel the stretch over your hands is more. And just go a few times, bending the elbows. It's not about strengthening, it's really more about stretching in the back of the hands, in the wrists, by straightening the elbows and bending the elbows. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Come back onto your toes. Inhaling, bring your arms up. If you can, keep the toes tucked. Zehen umschlagen. Exhaling, bend your elbows. Completion mudra. Inhaling up. Anjali mudra. Exhaling, bend elbows. Completion mudra. Inhaling up, Anjali. One more. Good. And next time when you're up, bring your hands to the heart and come forwards into cat. Now, in cat, we use the Bandha in the hand, the Hasta Bandha. For that, spread your fingers wide, finger wide, auseinander dehnen. And then ground more on the thumb and index finger sides, mehr auf der Daumen und Zeigefinger erden. And then imagine that you give your index finger back into the joint. Den Zeigefinger zurück ins Gelenk geben. Without lifting the knuckles. The knuckles need at any time stay down. And you can maybe feel that these muscles in the hands work really strong here. Let's keep that and exhaling, cat tuck round from the base. And inhaling, cat lengthen from the base. Repeat a few rounds and stay with your hands and feel, can you keep the Hasta Bandha in your hand? Knuckles at any time down. Fingers wide spread, especially between the thumb and index finger. And the index finger, like you give it back into its joint to the hand. Beautiful. Your next exhalation, stretch back into child. Relax now your hands, your forearms, your upper arms, your shoulders, let